Good morning, everyone. Hey, come on. Good morning. Hello, hello. Okay. Good morning, everyone. We're going to settle into our chairs. We are a loving community. I love us. I love what we are and who we are. So we're going to begin our Sunday service. We've got Diego and Ryman here to guest. Here to center us in. We're going to take a few minutes just to listen to the vibration of each of these beautiful artists. And then we will begin with our invocation with our practitioner of service, Peg McLaughlin. So welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Temecula Valley. I know that God is at the center of all. God is in this room and everywhere surrounding us. I know that God is in the words that are spoken today, in the music that infuses this space, in the community and the fellowship that we share. I know that I am one with this. I am one with this energy and this essence of love. And what I know for myself, I know for everyone within the sound of my voice. That we are all infused and one and endowed with all the aspects of God, love, light, the energy, the essence of it all. And I bless this day, and I know that it is good. I know that it is holy, because everything is holy. And I simply allow it to be. And so it is. Thank you.
Beautiful. One more time for Peg McLaughlin, our practitioner of service this morning. Hello, everyone. I'm Reverend Charlene, Rev Char. It's my joy and my honor to welcome each and every one of you here today as we come together in fellowship, in community, to remember who we are. So Centers for Spiritual Living is a worldwide organization, and we are a member of it. It was created by our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. It's called Science of Mind. It's also called Religious Science. And I love religious science because it really works. It really works in our lives. So we come here to remember that truth that we create our experience. Yep, come on in, everybody. People coming in. Yay, come in, come in. So we come here to teach. We are teaching philosophy. This is a teaching center. So whether or not we're teaching it up here, right here, or teaching it in the classroom or in the youth and family, we're teaching the science of mind principles here, that our thoughts create our lives. What we believe truly, innately at the center of our being is what we experience in our life. So the wonderful news is, are you ready for the wonderful news? I don't know. Are you really ready? There we go. The wonderful news is we can change our experience. If we are loving our experience and we want more of it, we get more of it. If there's aspects of the experience in this classroom that we're not vibing with, guess what? We have the spiritual authority to change that experience. We get to do that. So I love this teaching philosophy for that reason and many, many others. So welcome. I love that you're all here with us. We've got a great day today. We've got Raymond on keyboard and Diego. We've also got the amazing, the wonderful Joanna Pearl. Joanna is here. Yes, Joanna is here. Oh, I'm super excited to just honor her and her music, her talent, her treasure, all that she is. I'm wearing my Joanna Pearl pearls this morning. I love these pearls. You can get some too if you want. You still, we'll talk about that, but yes, it's still available. So welcome. We have a special featured speaker this morning. Practitioner Lorelei Newman is going to be delivering our Sunday talk. I'm so grateful. So I'm the hostess with the mostest, I think the mostest today. So welcome. It's hard for me to be serious. Welcome online. Hi. Welcome. We love you. So glad that you're here. We've got our practitioner, I think it's Pat Clark, is on the Facebook host this morning. And put your stuff in the chat. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? How's it going? We love to hear from you. You're a part of us. You're a part of us. And so we never want you to forget that we know that you're there. We know that you're here with us, and we love you. I love you. Mwah. Okay. Yay. What are we doing now? Let's see. Okay, quickly, we're going to do a coffee talk. Do you want a coffee talk this morning? So coffee talk with Rev Char, we haven't done it in a while. And, ultimately, I'd love to have each one of us with a mug of coffee in here. But we're in this sanctuary and we're trying to be good to the carpet. But we can just imagine that we've got our cup of coffee and we're just having a chat. And I found something in the Science of Mind magazine that really, for me, explained community group prayer. Do you want to hear it? Okay. I thought it was really good. So we will share. So the author talks about, so this is from Dr. Ernest Holmes, from his book, Pray and Prosper, okay? And he talks about how the creative energy of spirit is limitless. And therefore, we can set no limit to the possibility of what it, with a capital I, can do for us, right? So its range, meaning spirit, God, the cosmic muffin, whatever you want to call it, its range is limitless, okay? And so then whenever people meet together for prayer, and spiritual communion, which is what we're doing here today, right? A field of faith is created that reacts on everyone who enters it. A field of faith is created on everyone who enters it. An atmosphere of reality has been recognized. A new vibratory law has been set in motion. And Dr. Ernest Holmes relates it to this. It's easy to break one twig, right? If I have a little twig from the garden, I can easily break it. But if we bind many twigs together, they become unbreakable. Remember how we talked about the snowflake effect? Do you remember that from last year? We're all little snowflakes, proudly. And when we gather together in multitude, we can take down trees, right? Snowflakes gathered together have unbelievable power and strength. So when we bind many twigs together, they become unbreakable. So here we are. In group consciousness, the individual faith of each member is strengthened through the union with all the others. That's the power of a collective prayer. That's why I feel it's so important for us to all come together at the end of service and do a community collective prayer, because when we gather together as little snowflakes or little twigs, we become unbreakable. Now, I like this second part. So Dr. Raymond Charles Barker was a leader and author in the New Thought field back in the 50s and the 60s. I love Raymond Charles. So he used to say this before he would pray, and we may adopt it. I'll let you vote on it. But he would say, subconscious mind, now hear this. Subconscious mind, now hear this. Because prayer is a demand. It is our demand on the universe. And remembering that the universe is a yes machine, when we collectively pray together, we make our demand together. I love you, Royal, but you may need to cough outside. Do you mind? I'm sorry. If he's going to be coughing, he's got a little pneumonia, Royal does. So we'll see if he can. You'll be back. Yeah, he needs some fresh air. So that is the teaching moment for Coffee Talk, is that's why we do collective prayer together. Because when each one of you softens into your body and we hear the words and you add your own words to the prayer of what your demand is, you're saying to yourself, subconscious mind, now hear this. And it is your demand for your life. And that's where the power is. So I hope today at the end of service, when we all come together for our moment of collective prayer, that you will begin within yourself and say, subconscious mind, now hear this, and feel it and take it in. So that is our Coffee Talk this morning. I'm going to hand it off to Peg McLaughlin for our spiritual reading this morning. So please welcome Peg McLaughlin.
So our reading this morning is from 365 Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. And the title is The Light of Spirit Shines Forth from Me. Today, I joyously proclaim, Today, I joyously proclaim a greater good. My thoughts are radiant with the light of spirit. There is no darkness in my mind. I am directed by the spirit of wisdom. I am guided into right action, into happiness and success, because the light of spirit shines from the very center of my being. This light illuminates my path and makes straight the way before me. This light is God, the living Spirit Almighty. Gently I lay my burden and woes at the altar of my faith as I turn from the valley of my previous unhappiness. I make my ascent from appearance to reality with a song on my lips and peace in my heart. The light of spirit shines forth from my soul. It is a beam of eternal radiance. In the light, there is no darkness. I close the door of my consciousness to everything that denies my good and affirm all that I need is at hand. Today, I accept a greater experience of life's infinite bounty. Going within myself, I meet this life and expect it to respond. I refuse to dwell in limitation. The presence of the Spirit in me establishes in my life that which is good, beautiful, and true. All the power there is flows through me as health, happiness, and success. The light of Spirit shines forth from me. And so it is.
So let's show that this book is 365 Science of Mind. It's a daily offering. I use it every day. I highly recommend this. For me, Dr. Ernest Holmes is poetry. And Peg, just when she was reading it, I think you felt it. And that poetry flew right from you. Thank you, Peg. Peg McLaughlin. Thank you. Okay. It's that time. Come on. I'm going to invite, please, Joanna Pearl, please come up. Do your round of applause. Oh, my gosh. So you're just going to stand here and just, let me talk about you, which I know is super fun. But look, when you're a Grammy-nominated artist and people are going to be talking about you, right? You got to just soak it in. Right. Soak it in. This is practice. So Joanna Pearl, she was the music director right here at the center for several years. And we enjoyed her every Sunday. And she was working on an album at the time, and it was coming organically through her, and she would tell me about it. She would whisper, little tidbits, this or that. And we knew it was time for Joanna to really release this nest and fly into her next becoming, which is happening in front of our eyes, and I am here for it. So I am super excited for her. I'm just going to read what we write about her. So Joanna Pearl is an award-winning independent singer-songwriter whose pop, rock, and soul sound celebrates authenticity, empowerment, womanhood, and spiritual connection. Indeed, it does. Her self-funded, full-length album, Authentically Me, yes? I think we should give her a round of applause. She has a full-length album, released on September 26, features world-class musicians from Toto, Chicago, Santana, Tower of Power, Brian Wilson, and Jennifer Lopez. She also has guitar legend Al Di Meola, represented, did I do good? Oh, no? Oh, okay. He's represented on the album as well. She also has a nonprofit organization, Make Music Temecula, which supports music education and advocacy for musicians' rights, which is so needed right now. She continues to inspire audiences through her heartfelt performances and message of living boldly and authentically. Joanna Pearl, everyone, please welcome her. Did you want to speak anything at all about your album? How can we support you? So I'm going to let her instruct us on how we can support her.
All right. A little emotional, I will say, right here in my stomach. Yes, so guys, the album, remember when, I just want to say, this morning I texted her, I said, no, we're changing the song that I'm doing today. And I said what needed to be Authentically Me, because that whole year, what was it, 2023, 24, was all about authenticity, right? And it so inspired me to make a song that then created an album, obviously in its own tangent, because I believe being authentically you is so many things, especially if you're a woman, right? So that's kind of what the album is about. And everybody has a flyer in front of you or on your seat that has a QR code. If we don't use QR codes, don't worry, I will help you out. But the QR code goes straight to every streaming platform that you might want. Spotify, Amazon, Apple, you name it. So that's kind of where it is. Yeah, it's so exciting to be here. I'm like, okay, where are we going? What are we doing? What are we doing? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the first song is Authentically Me. And the one thing that I do want to say about this song is there's a part, we have the thing called Live, Laugh, Love, right? Well, I was inspired by that. I was live, laugh, and learn to love, to be authentically me. So that's really what it is. Thank you. Hey. I've been thinking about a lot of things. Feels like it's never gonna stop. Maybe I just need a holiday, but I can't unpack these things. When did I become so afraid of how much life is left? Killing time, counting down the days. My heart beats how much. Put a penny in my jar, saving for the day. Attention. Just got to make up my mind, say it out loud. Keep my feet on the ground and head out the clouds. I wanna live and laugh and learn to love, to be authentically me. Boy, maybe I should build a time machine, roll back the clock. Maybe I will take back a few things, or maybe not. Or going into the future where it's rumored that I gotta learn. Oh, but there's a people time, and he's robbing me. I just got to make up my mind, say it out loud. Keep my feet on the ground and head the clouds. I wanna live and laugh and learn to love, to be authentically me. Just wanna be authentically me. Yeah. I've been given this gift of life, so I take it as a sign. Just got to make up my mind, say it out loud. Keep my feet on the ground and head the clouds. I wanna live and learn to be authentic man. Authentically me, yeah. Authentically me. Thank you.
I am bursting with, I don't know, pride that this, I tell her all the time, I say, I have my mental equivalent of Dodger Stadium, full. So stadium's full for Joanna Pearl. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's hold that together, right? And how we support her is by going to her platform and streaming her music to, I think that's how it works. I'm old, but I think you stream things and you listen for free, which seems weird to me now because we used to buy music, but now the more hits they have on their streaming platform, the algorithm is triggered. So
The CD and vinyl coming.
oh, vinyl coming. Oh, now we're talking vinyl. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Joanna. We'll get a little bit more of her. She also has beautiful pearls on her website. These are my favorite pearls, and they're beautiful. So encourage all of us to support her. Oh, it is my honor to have a weekend off and not talk this morning. And so it's lovely to be supported by additional speakers who have something to say. And this morning, we're going to be hearing from practitioner Lorelei Newman. And I'm just going to read her little bio real quick. All right. So as a teenager, Lorelei fell in love with the Anais Nin quote. I love this one too. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. I think we're familiar with that one, right? She came to learn later that the allure of that quote was simply her soul gently nudging that it would be ready when she was. That nudging became louder and more urgent in 2020 when the difficult decision to walk away from her faith tradition and lifelong church community led her one day into this center, CSL TV. She had only 2 requirements to attend. The first, a female minister. And the second, LGBTQ affirming. Since she loved the energy and both of those boxes were clearly checked, she continued to attend. Though strongly adverse to joining anything, I love that about her, the rebel, she eventually signed up for a class, Principles and Practices. It was during that class that she knew she wanted to take as many classes that the center was offering. Having no idea what advanced consciousness or practitioner training was, she trusted. It sounded like a pretty good deal to get spiritual leaders to commit to showing up every week for 2 years to teach her about this philosophy that was opening up so much for her. Lorelei has experienced so much change, both internally and externally, as a result of that program. Changes that came from many seemingly small decisions to choose the risk of blossoming over the risk of remaining tight in a bud. While she has held many titles in her life, which she is proud of, she is currently basking in the one known as Absolutely, Authentically Lorelei. Please welcome Lorelei Newman, licensed practitioner. Welcome, Lorelei.
Come on. I did it? Okay. Okay.
Lorelei Newman.
Good morning. Good morning. I was so excited. Well, to have Joanne here in general, I was so excited. And then she sings Authentically Me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that is so much fun. Good morning. Good morning. I am standing here before you as Authentically Lorelei. And I am committed to stay in that lane, though sometimes I get a little nervous and then I get heady and then I have to remember, okay, Lorelei, you're not up here, you're here. And so I'll be doing that frequently today, just kind of connecting with myself and making sure I'm speaking as close to the heart as possible. But I want to start with wishing everyone, if you didn't know, that we are moving into the celebration of Diwali. And many, sorry, let me just focus on this first. Yeah. Sorry. Speaking feelings, nothing more than, no, I think I believe in me. There we go. How are we doing? Okay, so many around the world will be celebrating Diwali tomorrow. And it is also known as the Festival of Lights. And I love just the concept of that in general. It's a Hindu celebration symbolizing the victory of light over darkness and good over evil. The name is derived from the Sanskrit term Deepavali, meaning row of lights. During Diwali, families come together to light lamps, exchange gifts, and partake in feasts. Diwali is also celebrated by Sikhs, Jains, and Buddhists, and much like Christmas, the holiday transcends religion and is celebrated by more than 1 billion people worldwide. The myths and stories behind the holiday share themes of justice and liberation. Diwali is celebrated every year in autumn, usually falling between October and November. So there you have it. Tomorrow is Diwali. I am certainly not an expert to be teaching anyone on it, but I do want to just presence it and appreciate it. And for those that are celebrating, how wonderful. And it fits perfectly within our theme this month of glowing up. A festival of lights. What more of a glow up is there than a festival of lights? And how we all as humans embody that beautiful festival. And so as I move into this today, I'm thinking, how do I stay on track? There's a lot to figure out. You know, I've got my notes, I got my timer because I don't trust my watch and paying attention to that. I'm already playing around with my mic. And so how do I anchor myself in making sure that I'm communicating effectively? And even if I get us taken off course, I can still communicate to you what it is that I'm trying to get across. And so I thought, well, let me give them a little cheat sheet. So I am in education, and a lot of times in education, they'll say, well, when you go to teach something, go tell them what you're going to teach them, and then tell them what you taught them. So I thought, well, that's a great idea. So I'm just going to let you know what it is that I want to communicate, and then I'll speak on the point. And if I lose you, just remember I've given you the cheat sheet. This is what I'd like you to know. Or, as Rev Shar pointed out, how I could present it is subconscious minds now hear this. So, subconscious minds, we are each a unique light. We are each a unique light. And I want you to know that. Subconscious mind, now hear this. You are a unique light. And just moving forward a little bit with the, I don't speak a lot of Sanskrit, but I do love the focus on the words. The word jyoti. From the Sanskrit language, jyoti means light or divine flame. In Hindu spirituality, it refers not just to physical light, but to the sacred inner radiance of the soul that dispels ignorance and reveals truth. Jyoti. We each have a sacred inner radiance and the power that that inner radiance holds to dispel ignorance and reveal truth. And that is for each and every one of us. That is a superpower. To be able to hone in on the light that is you and that is only you, and to know that when you are grounded in that power dispels ignorance and reveals truth. That is who each and every one of us are. Subconscious mind, now hear this. And so keeping in mind that sacred inner radiance that is you, it is you. Let's take a look at some other thoughts about what happens in knowing, in anchoring, in being, in owning this sacred inner radiance. Roald Dahl. If you have good thoughts, they will shine out of your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. Isn't that fun? Let's wake up every day, connect to our sacred inner radiance, and look what happens. We got sunbeams jumping out of our face, and we are looking lovely. Another one that I love. I want to be in love with you. The same way I am in love with the moon, with the light shining out of its soul. You are a unique light. You have the capacity to shine light out of your soul. And one more. Very, very on track in theme with Peg's reading today. Oh, no such thing as coincidence. Today, I joyously proclaim a greater good. My thoughts are radiant with the light of spirit. There is no darkness in my mind. I am directed by the spirit of wisdom. I am guided into right action, happiness, and success, because the light of spirit shines from the very center of my being. This light is God, the living Spirit Almighty. The light of spirit shines forth from me. This is the beautiful truth of what each one of us are. And we get to awaken every single day, acknowledging that truth within us, reflecting on it, knowing it, believing it is true for us, believing it is true for me, walking out the door with sunbeams blasting out of my face. This is the superpower that we each have. Do you think about how you're a unique light? That you have a sacred inner radiance? That is the truth of who you are? We all have it. Do you think this about yourself? What a great way to start the day. You know, one of the things in my bio, Charlene had addressed, I'd made a decision in 2020. A lot of decisions were being made about a lot of things in 2020. And one of those for me was to walk away from a culture and a religious community that would not have allowed me up here. And this is really just a beautiful, beautiful experience for me to be able to stand here and share and speak my truth to a group of lovely, unique lights, and knowing that I can be up here. I can speak. I can share my truth. And I am not omitted from that because of something like my gender. And as I look back on the changes that I made in the last few years, there are a lot of isms out there in the world. I'm hardly unique in having to face that and address that. And there are people out in the world that face much more. I think what I had to look at in making that decision is that it was not a belief that was being enforced upon me. It was a belief that I was choosing to go along with. And when you choose to go along with something that's being said about you that is not true, it requires you then to put on other masks, if that is the foundation that you're choosing to believe in. And that is something that I've had to reflect on and work on a lot since 2020. And it's an owning of, was this mask forced on me? No, I picked it up, I put it on. So therefore, I get to decide to put it down. But it was a belief that was mine, and it was not part of my unique radiant light. And so being able to remove myself, separating that from myself, knowing that is not the truth of who I am, has allowed me now to be able to look at what is the truth of who I am. Who is it that I am supposed to be in this life? And I get to be uniquely, authentically me. Warts and all, as they say. Warts and all. And that is true for each and every one of us. And so when we shine, when I shine, when you shine, we illuminate others. When I am able to stand fully in the confidence and truth of who I am, I'm not feeling competitive about who somebody else is. I am able to celebrate them. And so it is so important that we know that about ourselves. I want to be uniquely, authentically my own light, because then I'm illuminating all of your lights and you're illuminating mine. We are glowing up just by being selfish and thinking about who we are as our own unique selves. So, going back to my cheat sheet, subconscious mind, what I want you to know is that when you shine, it helps me to do the same. As we each move forward in being our own unique light, we give strength and power for others to do the same. Ernest Holmes, again, says, if one sees only unloveliness in others, it is because unloveliness is a strong element in himself. We know from Roald Dahl that he needs to be shooting those sunbeams out of his face to be lovely. The light he throws on others is generated in his own soul, and he sees them as he chooses to see them. He holds constantly in his mind a mental equivalent of unloveliness and creates unlovely reactions to himself. He is getting back what he is sending out. Well, hello. I have a very, very close relationship with someone who we've had to work through some challenging misunderstandings and miscommunications. Both as we've been trying to learn how to most authentically unmask in our own lives. And I've noticed sometimes that within these, the difficult conversations or sometimes lack thereof, I will start to create unlovely thoughts about what our communication is really about. And if I were to tell you what this person says to me in my mind, you would absolutely agree with me. I am right. They are a horrible person. How dare they think and act and say and feel those things? I could convince you. The challenge is they're never even around when I'm having this conversation with them in my mind. And so therein, again, is this opportunity for me to check in and go, okay, where is this unloveliness really coming from? Because when I'm thinking about what it is that I'm convinced that they're thinking and saying and feeling about me, really, I'm using their persona for self-judgment. I am taking the insecurities, the thoughts, and the fears I have about me, and I'm saying, how dare you say that to me? And so that, again, has been a crucial exercise, continues to be a crucial exercise for me, as I really just think through, where is the unloveliness? Where is it really coming from? It's coming from me. And so when I can look at that and then go back and know, wait a minute, I'm a beautiful, unique light. Let me go back to that truth, ground in that truth, own that the unloveliness is self-judgment, and that's not the truth of who I am. And then the converse can be true for me as well. If I only see loveliness in others, it is because loveliness is a strong element in myself. I get back what I am sending out. So the most selfless thing that you can do is be selfish. Isn't that nice? How often do you get that message? The most selfless thing you can do is be selfish by working on loving yourself first. By working on loving yourself first. Know that you are that beautiful, unique light. And the more that you know it, the more you are anchored in it, the more you are grounded in it, the more you illuminate the rest of us. And we just continue to glow up. And so as we are taking responsibility for ourselves, glowing up individually, illuminating others, we collectively become this vibrant festival. Subconscious mind, now hear this. Focusing on you is not a selfish act, but foundational in creating our collective festival of life. So if I'm being selfish and loving me, and you are being selfish and loving you, then what happens? We are projecting out mad amounts of love out into the world. Does anybody here think that the world might benefit by upping the vibration of love right now? By focusing on our own light and really owning the work of self-love, we increase the space for others to do the same. We are all these brilliant orbs, all working on loving ourselves, who then can't help but to cast out love out to others. And we become one heck of a collectively vibrant festival. But this is not just something we can give lip service to. It can sound trite and Pollyannish, right? You go love yourself, love everyone. That's me creating the persona of you saying that to me. That's the self-judgment I got. That's Pollyannish. I actually believe anyone who's really done the work of self-love can attest to how challenging that can be. It's not easy. Going inward to truly love means you have to be willing to face the things you've not yet learned to love about yourself. This takes a certain amount of discipline and commitment to spiritual practices that call to you. So let's talk about it. We each need to have our own personal, meaningful practices to hone in on the love that we are and access the love we have to give. But what are they? What are spiritual practices? What are spiritual practices that speak to you? Because we each need to have our own personal, meaningful ones. And subconscious mind, that is a unique light. You are not me. So what really lights me up might not be what lights you up. And yet, if we can really take time to check in and go, what sings to me? What helps me connect to the divine? There's your spiritual practice. So for me, I love the traditional ones. I love journaling. I love meditation. I also love putting on a great 80s playlist and dancing in my living room. And that will help me connect to the divine. But what are those that are meaningful to you, that are personal to you, that make your heart sing and remind you that you are unique light? You are the one exact essence of the divine that is only you on this earth. And making them personal, making them meaningful. So I want to leave you, before I close here, with one final thought from one of the great philosophers of our time. Now we're going to get highly academic here with a philosopher. Mr. Jim Carrey himself Your need for acceptance can make you invisible in this world. Don't let anything stand in the way of the light that shines through this form. Risk being seen in all of your glory. Or, subconscious mind, now hear this. Take the risk of being seen in all your glory. It is so needed in our world. Your unique light is exactly what we need. Own it, hone it, and when you do, you illuminate others. Thank you, I love you, and so is that.
Oh my gosh. I just love it when other speakers come up here and just crush it out of the park. I love it. Thank you, Lorelei. Beautiful message. Authentically you in all of your radiance and all of your light. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And we got a little Jim Carrey. So that's always fantastic. All right, so we're going to invite the beautiful Joanna Pearl to come back up to give us her second featured song, We Are the Stars. Joanna Pearl, please welcome her.
Thank you. So I heard that it was Diwali, which I remember when we did the world and I did the food, and that was like, that's perfect. But so this song is on the album. It's called We Are the Stars. And I wrote this with my friend Marcus Miles. And somewhere I heard that we're all made of stardust, or that we're made of the same things that stars are made out of, right? And the lyrics are, I remember the day when nobody was listening, on a stage with lights, but somehow I felt hidden. And it goes into, talking about how we individually are a star. And then the second half is about us collectively being a star. So I love that, the snowflake collectively and all that stuff. So anyway, it's called We Are the Stars. And this is one of the new ones. Are you down 4 clicks? Okay. I remember the days when nobody was listening, on the stage with the lights, but somehow I felt hidden. Motivation's all that was, had me calling my own bluffs. Got my mind made up, I promise you, in my blood, I'm telling you. You don't stand, you won't stand. Oh, you know it will go supernova. We're the lucky ones, we're the four-leaf clovers, made with the light born for this moment. If you know, I told you. Now motivation is all of us, with our minds made up. Promise you, in the blood, in the blood, never forget. Stars that you can't shoot us down. Gravity can't pull us down. night. With stars that stay above, you can see us down. And thank you for supporting me in my journey. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
I love it when she starts getting teared up here. I saw it. I'm like, oh, there it comes. It's cut the emotion. The God is coming out of her eyes. Oh, so good. Joanna Pearl, everyone. Okay, it's that time of service. Lorelai, you took my notes. Do you have them? Yes, thank you. Okay, perfect. I know the order of service, but just in case. So please, our ambassadors, please come forward, Susie and Gary. This is the time of service where we get to support this center. And it is, in my opinion, a gift. It's an honor to support Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley, for what the light that we bring to the world. Through our musicians, through our youth and family, through the teaching, what we do here matters. We up-level the light in the world, and I'm just so grateful for it. So I hope you join me in being grateful for it as well. So this is a spiritual practice where we get to give back to this place that feeds us. And it is good. So I would just ask that you just take if you're an auto tither, just imagine your auto tithe. If you have a physical gift in your hand, put it on your heart and just breathe some gratitude into it. Gratitude for being able to give to this place that feeds us, that supports us, that spiritually sustains us. What a beautiful gift and honor to be a part of something so great, to collectively shine our light in a way that supports and feeds and sources others. How good it is to be a part of this community, CSL TV. I am grateful. So I bless it. I bless these offerings, these donations, these PayPals and Venmos. I say thank you. And together we affirm. And so it is. Thank you. We have many ways to give here. Venmo and PayPal are just some of them. So let's do our affirmation of abundance together, shall we? Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Thank you. Woo. It's time for our announcements, so please join me in welcoming Mike Long to give us our announcements. Hi, Mike.
Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Temecula Valley. Very nice to be here with you today. I think Rev Shar wanted to speak about Joshua Tree, actually.
Yeah, sorry. So next weekend, Thursday evening, Friday during the day, Saturday during the day, we're going to be in community together at Joshua Tree. I hope you're joining us. Craig reminded me to remind us all to bring our binoculars. So there might be something, he's not making any promises, but there might be something in the sky that we want to look at on Friday night. So I hope you're joining us. There's a sign-up sheet in the breezeway in case you want to join at the last moment, but see me after service or Craig for more information. Thank you.
And is Diane Summers inside here today? Right, Diane, please welcome Diane Summers to the platform.
Oh, good. Is this CSL TV?
This is.
Oh, good. I landed in the right place. I guess my GPS worked. Hold on, please. Yes, thank you. There's so much going on. Again, all this traffic. Oh my gosh. All the witches going back and forth and back and forth. Everybody is so excited. Why? Halloween is coming. Yeah. So this coming Saturday night right here in the social hall, we're going to have a party. Yes. We're going to show the movie.
We'll be there.
You should be there. Yes, Mike. All right. And we're going to have the movie Coco. We're going to have pizza. We're going to have some popcorn. Please, adults, join us. Children, we're going to have $10 for the big kids, us, people, big kids. And the kids are $5. And we're going to have a good time. So please come here, 5:30, like until 7:30. I think we'll be done by then. Then I got to go fly someplace else. All right? Bye, everybody.
Thank you, Diane. Awesome. We look forward to that. And again, that is Saturday, October 25th from 5:30 to 7:30 right here in the social hall. All right, CSL TV education is back for fall starting November 4th. Practitioner Beth Haas and Rev Shar will be teaching a 5-week spiritual principles and practices class using the Dr. Ernest Holmes book, This Thing Called You. They will guide us on spiritual practices to deepen our heart and teach us how spiritual principles are working in our lives. The sign-up sheet is on the activities table. This is a wonderful introduction class, only 5 weeks and a lot of fun. On November 2nd, the hospitality team will be hosting the first annual CSL TV Chili Cook-Off. Are you a great chili maker? Do you want to compete against Rev Shar? Well, sign up on the activities table. We have 10 spots available for this competition. All are invited to sample the tasty chili and then vote on the top 3 favorites. Come join us. It's going to be so much fun and delicious. Also on November 2nd, CSL TV will be hosting a Dia de los Muertos altar and ceremony. This is a beautiful tradition in the Mexican culture. And for more, here is Diego to describe it.
Where is he? Wow. Okay. So this celebration is not about death. It's about life. And I think you've done it here before. So we're asking everyone to please bring a picture of somebody that has passed on and an item of what they liked. It could be something that they like to eat or drink or other things, a piece of clothing, whatever makes that connection. So yeah, you're all invited to do that. And so we can all participate in celebrating life.
Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And for our last announcement, Ann Kirchgessner would like to say a few words.
What do you think, Mike?
You guys all?
Thank you. All right, Ann's coming up. We've got an exciting new program. I'm playing Vanna White today. Please welcome Ann.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm Ann. This is a fundraiser for the Teachers Resource Library for elementary aged youth. We're going to call it the Legacy Library because it's going to influence not only these kids who are here with us now, but the future generations. So just to tell you a little bit about me, I have been a member here since 2009, and I just finished practitioner training. It took me a while to get there, but I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner. It was expected that I go to college because I come from a family of teachers. So I have several degrees. The first one was psychology with a minor in sociology, and I did a lot of social work. Then along came my family, and I got to stay home, which was a luxury, and use some of that psychology with my kids. And started teaching Sunday school back then, and I taught Sunday school on and off for about 50 years. I went on and pursued a degree in art history and another degree in fine arts with painting and printmaking and graphic design. And I love using art. And when my kids were teenagers, I was going through a divorce. So as a single parent, I retooled and became an elementary school teacher. And so I got my certificate, my credential in elementary ed, and also an art credential all the way up to high school. Then after about 10 years of teaching, I decided, well, I'm going to get a master's in curriculum and instruction. So I did that. And my daughter, who also became a teacher, went through that program with me. So we did our master's together. That was a lot of fun. But this last degree led me into being interested in the effectiveness of our Sunday school program and the structure of it. And just as an observer and a participant, I began to realize that we had a formula that was working for us. And it depended on books. It was highly dependent on books. Books are the heart of the program. They are the heart of the lesson. They make it easy for kids to respond and participate. And they are the vehicles for spiritual concepts in depth. We have a lot of nursery school books. We have quite a few books for first through third grade, but we're lacking the spiritual concept books for the upper grades. And we would like to be able to purchase some of these for our program. What a little bit of our format is that we greet the kids as they come in the door, make them comfortable. And then when church begins, we begin with an invocation and a song, and then we launch right into the book. And the book carries the concept for us, and it enables the kids to discuss with us as we go through the book. Then we solidify that with a hands-on activity, maybe an art or a craft. Or last week we did pumpkin pudding with Diane. She has some lovely ideas, lots of whipped cream. And, or we might plant something, some seeds to watch. Then we go into a meditation in the back room, which is a nice quiet time. And it's amazing how AI can help create those. AI can be as liberal or as conservative as you want it to be. Then we finally do our 5-step treatment, which Diane has taught us, which is a simple way of setting an intention for the day or for the week ahead. So we've developed this formula as we've gone along. But what I also noticed was that we don't have the resources that we need to make it easier for teachers to just go in and choose a book that will be relevant. Rev Shar came to one of our meetings, quarterly meetings that Diane holds for us, and challenged us to mimic and parallel the topics that are being discussed here in the sanctuary monthly. So we're like, what? Do we really have to do that too? And then we're like, well, we tried it, and little by little, we're able to parallel what's being taught in here. For instance, let's see, last month we talked about quantum physics and Heisenberg's principle of uncertainty, and then we also talked about the possibility principle, which was a book by Mel Schwartz, and the books in here are wonderful too. But to simplify that and get it down to their level, I found a book called Wings of Change. And it was perfect for September because the kids had just gone back to school and they were facing challenges with fears of newness, the teachers, the classmates, the whole program was shifting. And so they were going through major changes. So it was perfect for that. It gave them a tool to use. Let's see. What else? So we're launching a legacy library to get some new books that are talking about possibilities. We talked about possibilities, being open to that. Some of these books are really inspiring. It seems like a lot of fine artists are now into illustrating these children's books. They're a little bit more expensive. They might be $20 or $25. But when the teachers get inspired, the students get inspired too. And it's lighting those embers and we're fanning the flames. And so it's a glow up. So there we are with our glow up.
So where can we find you?
So I will be at a table in the breezeway, and you can donate. Here's the way it's going to go. Let's see. And we have titles like A World of Mindfulness, A World of Kindness, How Full is Your Bucket, which is a really interesting one. It's a metaphor for your heart. Filling other people's hearts also fills your hearts. That's a concept that we've developed. And we had AI design a game for us where we had little foam hearts and stars in the middle of the table. And as we decided on and developed ideas of sharing kind thoughts or kind actions, we had hearts or stars to represent that. As we gave some to somebody else, we also got some. Then we did an art project where we had a silver bucket and we filled it with all of these hearts and stars to take home with us. We have some of the classics like Rainbow Fish, Polar Express, Velveteen Rabbit. If you want to donate a book from your home library, that's fine too. Gently used, durable, hopefully hardbacks. If you want to find a book of your own, I have a list of values, spiritual values that you might want to be inspired by, or you can leave it up to us. We're developing a long list of books we'd like. Our goal is to get 15 or 20, somewhere in there. There'll be in increments of books paid for, and they could be 10, 15, 20, $25. If we go to 20, that would be wonderful. If we go to 25, that's half a year.
You can do it.
If we go to 30, that's off the chart. So we'd love it if you would donate. If you would like to, you will be involved and connected in supporting children here and in the future. You can donate with cash, check, PayPal, Venmo, so on. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, let's all participate in this legacy library, right? This is will serve our youth and family program for many, many years to come. So thank you, Ann. Beautiful program. All right, so this is that time where we get to practice what we talked about earlier, a collective community prayer. So I'd ask Peg McLaughlin to come up and all of our practitioners and ministers to please stand where they are. These are our practitioners who are here to serve, to know the spiritual truth and affirm your interior light maybe sometimes when we're not feeling it, we're not shining so bright, these beloveds know that light for us and proclaim it, and it shines brighter within us. We have a prayer box in the back of the breezeway. If you put a prayer in there, we as practitioners and ministers pray on it during the week. It's powerful. So I hope you join us. Let's come together right here, right now, by softening the eyes or closing the eyes, coming together, community, collective prayer. And so I know and affirm that God is that beautiful, overarching, radiating light. It is in and through and as all of its creation, shining itself, its beautiful light in each and every one of us. I know that we are these lights, collectively, individually, glowing, radiating, being ourselves, our beautiful, authentic, radiant selves. And how good it is to celebrate and affirm that light, to see it within each other, to call it forth in a greater way by seeing goodness and love and beauty and harmony and peace in everyone we meet and in ourselves. And so I know and affirm that if there's any areas within us that are feeling less than, not shining as brightly as we would like it to be, that I know that we fan that flame right now. We know that we are God in form, and we can shine as bright as we want to shine. And so calling it forth, letting it become more, uplifting us, carrying us, and delivering us into that life that we desire. And so I know that that light, that beautiful light of love radiating within each and every one of us is moving out forward, lighting the path as we walk together in harmony. So with great gratitude for this truth, for this knowing, for this light, I am thankful for each beloved shining their light just a little bit more brightly. I am grateful. And so I release my word into the power and action of the law, for I know it is already done in the mind of God. It is already done. And together we affirm. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. All right, we're going to stand and we're going to do our closing song, which is one of our favorites, Let There Be Peace on Earth. And please welcome Diego. He's going to take us home.
Do you want to join us? Pearl? Do you want? Yeah. Yeah. Well, to join us. You want to join us? It's the words are right there.
All right. You go.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it be good. Let there be peace on earth, that was meant to be. With God as our power and glory, let's walk together in perfect harmony. Let's begin with me. Let this be my heart. With the soul, I say, let's be my song now. To take each moment, to live each moment, it's eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and begin with me.